Hey, my name's Mason. I'm the social content producer here at Made in Cookware, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make non-traditional lumpy crab cakes. Okay, today I'm making my take on a crab cake. I'm using some ingredients here that aren't traditionally in a crab cake, according to people from Baltimore. Come at me. There's 4 tips to achieving this golden brown, delicious, awesome crab cake. If you don't achieve GBD, GTFO. Step number 1, we're layering lots of flavors here. What do we mean by layering? Well, it's basically like making a cake. You'll do the thing later. What we're gonna do now is mix everything besides the crab meat and the breadcrumbs together. So first things first, mayonnaise, jalapeno, a little bit of seed in there, give you a little some Dijon, cilantro. Next we have the Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you say it? Worcestershire sauce? Lime juice, chili powder, Old Bay, and cumin. I'll probably toss in some salt here too, but I'm gonna give this a mix first. It's already starting to smell good. I'm getting the cumin coming up right through my nose. Getting some of this chili powder up right through my nose. Jalapeno straight to the eyes. So what I'm gonna do now is just taste this to see if I need to add anything else. The next step, talking about binder. We want to control our moisture. We don't want a wet crab cake. We don't want a dry crab cake. We want it to hold together. How's it gonna hold together? Well, that's why we have an egg. That'll go in the mixture. Egg going in, mix that in there. That's gonna help bind all this together too. And if you're really brave, you can taste this. The breadcrumbs are also another great binder. These are what actually is gonna hold together the crab meat and this wet mixture here. It's gonna be basically the base layer for our GBD. You need this to GBD. Okay, we're gonna go breadcrumbs in first, and then we're gonna go in with our wet mixture here. We wanna make sure we get all this out of there. That goes back to step 1, layering flavors. So it's coming together nicely here. The lump crab meat is incorporating perfectly with the breadcrumbs. The jumbo crab meat is actually looking even better than it did in the can. Don't overmix this. Mix it until it's just incorporated. Which brings us to step 3, let it chill. The reason we let it chill is it binds together more. You want it to be a little bit cold when you form the patties. All the ingredients have incorporated, the egg chills up a little bit, the breadcrumbs get all that moisture in them, and then they become more of a solid puck, solid object. So it's easier to form with your hands. Let's put it in the fridge. All right, luckily I have a swap. I know that I'm gonna be making 3, so I don't really need to measure these out. I can just eye it, split it in 3 ways. And luckily here I have one kind of already made. So this mixture should feel cold because you just took it out of the fridge. You should be making roughly a 3.5 ounce patty. You can definitely feel, it's about the same feeling as picking up a baby chick. And if you've never done that before, just the size of your palm. Or if you want it bigger, make it bigger. That's it, beautiful. Right here, we have 3 beautiful crab cakes that will be getting GBD. Now we're on to step 4, the most important part, using our carbon steel 12-inch frying pan. This is the vessel that is going to help us achieve the GBD on the crab cakes. I guarantee it. Why are we using carbon steel? Well, it's lightweight. If I want to, I can flip crab cake. I'm not going to, but if I want to, I can. It retains heat very well. We're gonna be at medium, medium-low. We wanna stay there. We don't wanna go high, we don't wanna go lower. How can I tell that this pan is hot enough? Well, I just put my hand here until I can't keep it there anymore. Going in with the oil. We're gonna shallow fry. Don't be afraid of the oil. First cake going on. You hear that? If you press this button right here, you can add a grill press to your cart right now. I like using them to press them down just a hair, get that GBD on the bottom. Don't go crazy. They're delicate. What we should be hearing is some sizzling. That's a good sign. That means we're getting a nice crust on the bottom there. What we should be smelling is beautiful aromas of cumin, chili powder, cilantro, and jalapeno, along with the crab, of course. And I'm going around 4 to 6 minutes per side here. We have a nice crust on the bottom of these crab cakes, brought to you by our 12-inch made in carbon steel frying pan. You don't want it to get too hot, so don't be afraid to turn down the heat if it's looking like it's getting too hot. Obviously, we're seeing some smoke here. That's the oil burning off. That's the best thing about these pans is they're so heat responsive. If you crank it up, you can turn it down. You can't do that with cast iron. That's what we're trying to tell you people. No one's listening. People keep going for the sauciers. Here's what you want. So we're gonna take these off the frying pan here, put them on this cooling rack. We're gonna let them cool for just a couple minutes and then we'll put them on a plate to serve up. All right, it's time to plate. So I made this aioli here, put a little Old Bay in there, a little garlic, lemon juice. Throw this guy down on the plate first. Doesn't have to be perfect. As long as people can get a little taste of it at the bottom of their cake. Next, we're gonna place these cakes ever so gently. Garnish with lime, a little cilantro, wherever you think it needs to go. Squeeze of lime juice over it, some finishing salt. All right, so we just plated this and they look delicious. We have achieved GBD crab cakes, but how did we get here? Step 1, we were layering flavors. Step 2, we were balancing binder and moisture. Step 3, we let it chill. And step 4, the most important, we used the 12-inch made-in carbon steel frying pan to achieve the golden brown delicious crust on these beautiful crab cakes. Here we go. The first taste I'm getting is crab, which is exactly what we wanted. The next flavor that I'm getting is the cilantro, the lime, and the cumin and the chili powder, the non-traditional flavors. In my mind, they work perfectly. We've layered all these flavors together and they're really starting to shine out in this final piece here. If you have any questions, more importantly comments, if you don't think you're gonna like a non-traditional crab cake, please mention it below. I will happily comment in return and fight you. Once again, I'm Mason here at Made in Cookware. I'll see you next time.